Hello, collective. This is Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. Air signs or Libra and Aquarius, and then the rest of the Earth signs. Your reading's gonna be here tomorrow. But I'd like to upload tonight just a little full moon ritual for the solstice. So happy solstice, everybody! Thanks for being here. Let's do this. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all, and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear, concise messages through for my collective, everybody, for everybody. Mother Mary, please bring caring, compassion, and kindness to these messages, and Kali, cut any negative energetic cords, things and entities that no longer serve us. Send them on to the next greatest higher plane of existence, and burn all the karma sticks associated therewith. Amen, amen. So mote it be. Thank you. Okay, so collective, what do we have going on? I'm actually being drawn to pull a Universal Truths Tarot. This is probably going to be pretty general, but I think what I'd like to know, okay, we have a couple of Universal Truths cards coming out. Learning and generosity. Okay, what I wanted to talk about briefly was the energy of gratitude and making space. So, quite a lot in the last couple of days specifically, I've received some downloads just about, like, whenever some anxiety comes up about the future, or what am I going to do, or how am I going to fix this or accomplish that, or help this person or get out of this person's way. Spirit has come through in a way, it's like a gentle, loud reminder to have gratitude, and the loudness of it comes not like through volume or through like a voice or anything. It's like this overwhelming wave of like comfort, joy and comfort and serenity, and it's just spirit reminding me like to be grateful for all the beauty around the smallest things. Like I was in yoga and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here, like I'm here in yoga. How many people get to do that? But and you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't. Or a lot of people don't enjoy that. So I was just like, oh, okay, I'm here. um I'm already blessed, I'm already gifted. And in fact, in that very um class, the instructor came out at the end to say, you're already blessed, you're already gifted. And it was like the universe stepped through to reaffirm the download through the voice of someone in the room. It was incredible. So if you've had an experience like that now or recently or at all ever, I'm interested to hear about it in the comments. Let me know. We have learning. The universal laws are a 4-step program designed for the developing master. 1, learn broadly. 2, examine completely. 3, discern wisely. And 4, practice promptly. Longing to live comes from loving to learn. This incredible stimulus expands our minds and awakens our souls. A mistake is the best opportunity for our personal growth, and continually repeat it until it is learned. Be smart, savor the lesson, and be thankful for the opportunity. Learning is a harnessing help from above, igniting our higher intelligence, which is the direct pathway to remembering who we really are. A teacher must always continue being a student because learning keeps our humility intact, and that's a fact. Learning is intelligently knowing that there is much to learn and there is more to unlearn. And then generosity. So I think that you might be learning to have gratitude even for those missteps, right? Especially if you're at a place in your life where you're looking back and wondering, like, where did I go wrong, or how did that happen, or why did I date that person, why did I take that job offer knowing that I was going to hate it, this is just you understanding that these are the learning opportunities that are bringing you to your higher consciousness, your higher self. Life is a lesson. This is the school of earth. All right, generosity. Every unselfish thought has within it the seed of righteousness. Selfishness causes us to see competitors in everyone, whereas generosity seeks and finds brothers and sisters in all. We thrive as a benevolent one, free from lust-driven greed. Living generously is the collaboration between the human being In the higher forces, I'm seeing the Six of Swords on the bottom, moving to calmer waters mentally. To be giving is to be humble, honorable, and heartfelt. It is a spiritual responsibility that creates timely transformation. Giving unconditionally is the free-hearted, free-handed action on behalf of the universe, thus eradicating imbalance. Congruently, blessings we have, being generous is a vehicle for us to show our gratitude for the blessings we have experienced. Masters say living a good, generous life leads to a happy death. Generosity is the needed seed that transforms greed. Oh my gosh, I love this. So, even if you don't have a lot, like, in terms of, say, financial abundance or something, you can be generous with your time, your attention. Attention is currency, right? Like, especially in our world, like social media, influencers, media, just any media, really, like whatever has the attention, the brand, the what do you call it? What am I trying to say here? You know what I'm trying to say, I think, but I'm struggling with my words. Where attention goes, energy flows. But that is coming through in a big way, like collectively, with this full moon right now. I think this full moon being ruled by Capricorn, the devil, right, is also potentially like illuminating this part of our collective shadow. Um, yeah, where we can transmute the energy of greed through being generous with what it is we do have. There's a story about Isis that I really enjoy. When Isis was cast out of Egypt after her husband Osiris was killed by her sister and her sister's lover. I think that, no, it was, yes, that's what it was. Anyway, she was cast out of Egypt with her son Horus, and went door to door accompanied by 7 scorpions. The scorpion queen took pity on her and sent her scorpions to protect her. So this woman knocks on these doors. Isis knocks on these doors, and a rich woman answers, and she has a son inside, and she is super wealthy and won't feed Isis, and turns her away. And then Isis knocks on a poor woman's door, and the poor woman invites her in and feeds her, even though she doesn't have much to give. And in the middle of the night, the young boy from the rich woman's home is heard screaming in the streets. Everybody rushes out their doors to find that it's the boy and the woman, the rich woman screaming, sorry, because her boy's been stung by a scorpion. It turns out the scorpions that protected Isis band together to put all of their venom into one big scorpion, and this scorpion stung the boy as retribution for the woman turning Isis away. So the rich woman sees Isis in her true form. I believe, yeah, sees Isis in her true form. Isis offers to help, um, and she recites the incantation to bring the boy back to life. So there's a little sort of poorly told fable about how we don't really know what we can give, or who we're giving to, or what it means for a little bit to go a long way, um, regardless of how much you have. It's important for us to give just freehanded action. We have the Two of Swords reversed. So uncrossing your heart space is certainly required for accepting the energy of gratitude and allowing the flow of generosity. Gratitude into generosity. Gratitude into generosity. I'm seeing this flow. Two of Swords reversed to uncross your heart space. So also being able to receive, right? Many of you perhaps simply have difficulty with receiving. When somebody gives you a compliment, it's okay to say thank you. Um, that could be just, you could be receiving just simple compliments. You could be receiving actual gifts. You could be receiving a raise or a job opportunity. The Fool, whatever it is, this is a new beginning for the collective, a new beginning in understanding truth, in understanding our own follies as well. That's definitely come up again. Like, where did you misstep? Where did you make a mistake? It's okay. Okay. Strength reversed. Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman reversed. Strength reverse can mean cowardice. It could mean being afraid. I'm going to clarify this. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming in, so destiny, karma, fate, divine timing, and the Hangman reverse, which talks about gaining the knowledge of the runes through some form of self-sacrifice. I think this is also talking about self-love. There's something here where like you give if you're too generous, right? Overly generous. It can weirdly, like inversely, come from a place of like the selfish need to be validated, right? I'm not saying that generosity in that vein is necessarily wrong, only that if you're giving of yourself too much to others and you're not valuing yourself, this is equally going to create a lack of abundance in your life. So definitely there's a need here for balance. It almost looks like he's balancing on one foot when this card is upright, right? You're having an epiphany. Something is becoming clearer to you. I'm actually being drawn now to clarify with the Light Seers Tarot, which seems appropriate for a full moon. Don't forget to put your crystals and your candles out under the light of the moon. Also, as the full moon culminates, so do the previous manifestations from our new moon wishes. So maybe look back to your new moon manifestations if you made them and just recalibrate and check in and see how that went, how it's going. I know that mine certainly have been pretty like impressive. I'm actually really grateful. The moon is a powerful deity. And as the moon wanes, we release, we create this void space, we restart the cycle, we begin again. We're getting there, right? So you may very well be working with the moon cycles here. What's strength reversed? The Five of Cups reversed. Learning how to let go. Okay, the strength reverse is letting go. You're afraid to let go. The Fool reverse, especially if it requires a new emotional beginning. The Emperor. Okay, this is the shadow side. That's interesting. I'm seeing this as the shadow side of this reading. Wow. Okay, so in this reading, the Emperor is underneath the Two of Swords. So I'm seeing that in the past, the collective has struggled with a need to control, especially to control. I'm seeing the Ankh on his arm, to control the process of reproduction. I was listening to an Alan Watts lecture today about tantric intercourse, I think. It's just like a 13-minute thing on YouTube, and he talks about how when we take photographs, he was like, I'm walking around Japan with a camera and just taking photographs of the moment, and taking photographs of the moment seems to distract me from the moment itself, and there's something less true in viewing the photograph, but it's a process of reproduction. Everything is in the past, everything is a memory, everything is something we hold on to. And he's talking about two different schools of thoughts. There's people who think you should hang on to, one of the examples he uses is like the photographs or a girlfriend's like lock of hair, right? He's Alan Watts. That's from a time when that was really normal. And then he says there's another school of thought where it's like just let go of everything. And we're talking about using discernment here. You're striking some kind of balance between what to let go of and what to receive, and there's something you haven't let go of. The process of letting go of this thing involves learning from your betrayals, from those who have betrayed you, from those who have spoken ill upon your life, from those who have treated you unfairly or unkindly. And this could very well be yourself with the Hangman upright. there's something as well where you might leap into new beginnings as a way to avoid looking at this. Whether it's a new job, like you haven't taken the time to heal. What is this light bulb moment? What are you learning? The sun reversed. Some internalized feeling of needing to deserve happiness in order to receive it. Oh, wow. Okay. A father wound, maybe, with the Emperor here. Six of Swords again, moving to calmer waters, calming the mind. I was talking to a friend recently who said that she was pressured so much into doing, acting from that third chakra, the willpower, the the divine masculine, right? That gets things done, takes action. Um, I always see strength as ruled by the third chakra, but that chakra is also ruled by ego. Moving energy through that third chakra or through the willpower or through the divine masculine is ruled by ego. Um, and she was talking about how she had to do so much that now when she's resting, she feels like there's something wrong, like she shouldn't be. Um, this is you being able to rest your mind. Yeah, having compassion for yourself and others, having victory over this cycle. Six of Wands. Cool. I like this a lot. You have death, rebirth, reverse underneath the Ten of Swords, underneath the Hangman. So you're able to have compassion for yourself in these moments when you realize, like, maybe I just need to rest, or maybe I don't need this job, or maybe I don't need to leap into something new, or always constantly be doing. Maybe I don't need to be that girl, you know, like I can just love me, and that's okay, and others can love me too, and that's okay. I can just love and be loved. Like, be generous with your love and be grateful when it's given from others, you know. That's the victory here, the Six of Wands. That's you being seen. Like, I'm good being me. I'm good. This is victory over yourself, your sense of self-worth, especially emotionally, anything emotionally that was like preventing that feeling. And then again, the sun reverse can also talk about the moon. So maybe you're working with your moon cycles or learning more about your moon cycles if you're a female or even a male in a committed relationship. Um, you might be learning more about your significant other's cycle and learning how to like support her through that and understand like what that indicates about her at each point in the month. Maybe you're trying to have kids together and that's something that's like important right now, but also I think it's just it's it's indicative of a mature and healed divine masculine when he respects that the cycles of the moon as we practice them and observe them in our day-to-day just as human beings move in the waters of the womb, um, which is I think why emotions associated with water, right? We have PMS, premenstrual syndrome. It creates emotions, it creates these tides, these cycles. So honoring that from wherever you're at, whoever you are, that's beautiful. I see death, rebirth underneath the Ten of Swords. So death, rebirth is reversed underneath the Ten of Swords, and the Hangman is upright. You're looking back. You're doing like a life review. Maybe even just of the year or the last 13 months, even the last 13 days, just because of the number 13 standing out. Or since you were 13, 2013, all of those are standing out. Maybe just the years 2013 to 19. Um, you're looking at the desolate, barren wasteland, and even the birds are leaving. You're starting to speak the language of birds. This person's getting a message from the birds as well. Birds are messengers. They also do this thing where at least corvids do, where they will break up groups um, that potentially can pose a threat to overruling or banding together and overruling the current hierarchy's top birds. So these are corvids. There's something here where you understand the role the ego was playing in this top bird mentality, and how jealousy is coming out to me from this card, from the generosity card. How, like, competition and jealousy and pitting people against each other is sort of what fuels the seed of greed. And so you're transforming that by being grateful for those who come into your life, not just those who are generous and loving towards you, but also those who react towards you, those who project onto you, those who are unhealed, those who are repulsed by you. I'm seeing that this is all for you, almost an objective learning experience at this point, and it's beautiful. Even though it's been painful and difficult, you feel like you're part of some sort of witness mentality. You're witnessing destiny. You feel like you've escaped the cycle of death and rebirth in a way. There's something about you that feels like immortalized by this experience. Like you've stepped out of time for a moment and you've witnessed something beyond the confines of like the limitations of the 3D. And part of the process for that point of view was the pain, the difficulty, the mistakes, the foolishness, the acting from the space of ego to see what it did to your emotional self, right? Oh, cool. I'm being drawn to pull one more. Okay, advice for the collective as we move into the next new moon. Spirit, thank you for these messages. This is a beautiful reading. The moon reverse. All right. So the moon reverse talks about I'm seeing the two wolves on either side, black and white, right? And the moon reverse can talk about delusions. This could be you sort of understanding that we all operate within the confines of like a collective delusion. And different actions can create different narratives to transform that collective delusion to be something healthier than what it currently may be. I'm also seeing that you're embracing this notion of needing to weave the black and white together in your life. Like you can't necessarily walk the middle path all the time, although you may be very good at it. We all go one way and then the other and circle back around. It's a process of, again, learning, finding your boundaries, finding the flow, trying to stay in the flow, realizing that trying to stay in the flow is taking you out of the flow because you're trying. Like, there's just, it's just all a learning experience. So there's something here about you being like, yeah, it's all a delusion. Um, what does this person think? What does this person think? And so that's part of that, encountering people almost like with completely fresh, like youthful eyes. I think that's what this fool is. Like you're starting to encounter people as potential, all of these potential energies, like that are informing you about the different perspectives, the different fates, the different destinies, the different ways that people live. And you're realizing, even though we have like a somewhat workable collective delusion, everybody thinks so differently, that these conflicts, these dramas, these betrayals, they're unavoidable. It's part of the learning process. It's part of the interaction between people, regardless of our intentions or our desires. Sometimes it's just like a volatile chemical reaction, and sometimes it's a sweet soothing one. There's almost no preference from you for either one. You're just curious and you're grateful, and that's masterful. King of Cups, yes. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is you overcoming the energy of greed. The Queen of Pentacles reverse can indicate somebody who is greedy or materialistic. And with that shadow side of the Capricorn energy coming up in the full moon, as we were talking about the seed that needs to transform greed, we have the King and Queen of Cups here. This is like a balanced divine feminine and masculine in the emotional space. So this is overcoming the need to act from a Mars ruled emperor, right? And I'm seeing the 4 on the emperor. It's balance. Like if he's going to act from his Mars space, it's because the divine masculine calls for that. It's not because the ego calls for that. That's what's coming through here. This King of Cups informs the divine masculine. This is a healing of the divine masculine in service to the divine feminine, and vice versa. The energy of greed is canceled out by this genuine love, care, and concern for the needs of the human beings around us. Ooh. All right, collective. I'm going to draw one oracle card from the Guardian of the Night Tarot, and then we'll close this out. Thank you for this reading. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. 2 of Cups. This full moon energy might be bringing you a 2 of Cups, but I really love this elephant card. Look at that. Elephants are awesome because especially for this reading, because I like never fail to mention that they worship the moon. They have moon rituals. They have complex social systems, complex family groups, and histories, like genealogical histories. Elephants are amazing, compassionate creatures. Where are you? 2 of Cups. Okay. I'll hold this up while I read it because it's a really pretty card. The elephants stare at each other, and with complete precision and in unison, they fill the other's cup. The 2 of Cups. What better card than this to finish out this reading? We talked about. Okay, I'm just gonna keep reading. We talked about overcoming duality. The 2 of Cups brings a bond which comes from being attuned to another's energy. It is that kind of relationship that just feels right. It is the soul level and karmic. The energy the 2 of Cups brings is one that leaves you feeling as though you traveled through lifetimes with someone or held an occupation or passion for something that has moved with you, evolving with each incarnation. This could be a romantic relationship, or it could be a strong friendship, or even a deep desire for a particular hobby. It is this person or thing that just fills a void in your soul. When the 2 of Cups appears in a reading, you may have a chance encounter with someone who you were destined to know, someone who will feel instantly familiar. You may be on the verge of joining forces with someone who will help your situation improve or grow more sturdy due to their input. If your relationship has been complicated, the 2 of Cups suggests that you seek out common interests, find ideas or values you share with someone, as your common goals will help you overcome any differences. It seems only fitting for the 2 of Cups that the elephant's energy center is in its heart. When you need to feel a sense of belonging, of companionship, call upon this gentle giant to help you connect with your heart center. The elephant brings harmony and emotional intelligence in your situation. Emotional intelligence is a King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Let this magnificent spirit help you find compassion for others and allow its easy nature to soften your spirit. When you connect with the elephant, your heart opens. Prejudice and disagreements dissolve, leaving room for new ideas or relationships. Heart center, relationships, love, harmony, and wisdom. Yes, we are moving up collectively from the pure operation of will through the third chakra and into the heart chakra space altogether. Willpower influenced by and informed by the heart informed by the energy of the will, fueled by how we interact with others in the second chakra, right? And how we keep ourselves and those around us safe in the first chakra. This is a merging together of the higher and lower selves collectively, and it's really beautiful. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.